Today I feel like $1,000,000. I feel really good today. Oh, how am I feeling today? I feel really good today. What brought me to SoulCentro? After doing a lot of therapy, meditation, yoga, other plant medicines, I still felt some heaviness in my body, my spirit, my energy from mostly a lifetime of trauma. I was looking for something to finally get rid of that last bit of trauma that was still kind of sticking with me. How was the Iboga ceremonies for me? Well, not easy. And I did 3 ceremonies while I was here. I added a third one because I was really determined to get the most out of this, and I thought if I'm going to make a big trip like this, I'm going to get the most out of it. You know, it's not an easy medicine. It's very challenging. But after the first ceremony, once you've had some sleep, you feel lighter. That's what I was looking for. I felt like, oh, is this what normal people feel like? That don't have 50 years of trauma in their being. So you feel better after the first one, and so it kind of gets you motivated for the next and the next. And each time you do feel better. Yeah. Well, I really learned about my thought patterns. I learned that there's patterns going on in my head that aren't serving me, that are taking me away from the present moment. They got amplified on the medicine. So I came out of it really being able to catch myself when I'm kind of in a dissociated state and bring myself back to the present. So that would probably be the biggest thing that jumps out at me. And I learned, we all know we're not going to be here forever, but I felt what that meant. I felt what it meant for my family to not be here, and I felt what it meant for myself not to be here for my family. Yeah. How will my relationship with myself be different? Well, I think that I'm really going to make an effort as soon as my feet get out of the bed in the morning to like check in with my soul and check in with my heart and myself. I think the habit of just doing that first thing in the morning, you know, will carry me through the day, or will remind me to do it through the day. So, you know, I feel more love for myself than I've ever felt. I feel more care for myself than I've ever felt. So I think, you know, I think it was something that I always knew, that you have to have a relationship with yourself, but it's talked about so much here and practiced so much here that it really just drove it home for me, that it really has to be you and you know, so. How will this affect my other relationships? The relationships that I have with my family, I'm not going to take for granted. And relationships that are more casual, work relationships, I feel like will just sort of, I won't be bothered by things coworkers say so much anymore or do, or I won't wish it was different. You know, it just is what it is, and everybody's on their own journey and in their own process, and yeah. And how will this affect potential romantic relationships? Well, I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to have one. I saw that in my vision, so I'm really excited about that, and I'll keep everybody posted. But I know what I'm looking for sure, you know, and I think I'll know it when I see it. What are my most important integration projects? It's gonna sound simple, but not putting the TV on as soon as I get in the door. Really being with like silence or, you know, some beautiful music. Really watching what I'm taking into my consciousness. That's really what has been coming up for me. Even if I do watch something, is it violent, you know? Is it degrading? That's sort of been all over my head the last few days is habits, you know, habits of what you're taking in, you know, not just food, but what you're feeding your consciousness. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for me. And I think that doing that is going to lead to all of the other habits that I want to incorporate. I think if I'm doing that, I'm going to read more. If I'm doing that, I'm going to study the things I want to study more. I'm going to look for my new career path because I'm going to have more time and more space. So I think everything will kind of flow from that healthy habit. So yeah. Did I feel safe and supported with the team? Yes, above and beyond what I expected. I mean, way above and beyond what I expected. You know, I thought I was going to have a couple of counseling sessions before and after, and then it was going to be a done deal. And I was just, I mean, they were there every time I needed them, every time. And, you know, physically, emotionally, spiritually, just they were, I don't know how they did it because they never looked tired either. Um, but, and not just me, for the other people, just always available and always with the right answers, the right support, the hug at the right time, everything. It was again, I can't say enough above and beyond. Yeah. How are the food and the accommodations and the hospitality? You know, again, perfect. I have no complaints. You know, the room was comfortable, the beds were comfortable, the pillows were great. The food was amazing. I mean, everything was organic and fresh, and there was a variety of food. They had an amazing chef here. So yeah, everything was and enough. Everything was enough, you know.
Basi!
Basi!